So, following the death grip issue, and we didn't really get too much response from Apple. I decided to appeal personally to Steve Jobs, and I wrote him a short email asking him to approve us to iPhone and add these APIs to the SDK. And I got a two-word response, no interest. Unfortunately, that was the situation, and we decided, following, I would say, thousands of requests of people to use the application on iPhone to launch on Cydia. And about 10 days ago, we launched it on Cydia, on the ModMyEye repository. And we're getting great feedback and significant amounts of downloads.
Yeah, so you launched it on Cydia, and it's free, right? It's free on Cydia?
It's free on Cydia, yeah. And so we really want as much as users to try it out, give us feedback, and have this tool, which we believe that every mobile phone user needs to have on his phone.
Folks, this is free. I mean, you can monitor your radiation for free. So I recommend everybody at least get yourself educated and just see what type of radiation that your phone is emitting. It's really eye-opening. I have to say I was skeptical at first, just like a lot of people, but actually seeing this in action, it makes some of the skepticism go away. Now, what made you decide that going to Cydia was the right step to take? I know that's kind of a controversial step to take. Why do you think that was right?
So, we try to enter Apple through the front door, and we had constructive discussions with them, and I think we were very patient to make this happen. In parallel, we were getting tens of thousands of people registering on our website asking for the application on iPhone, and as well, we have a petition on our website which sends an email to Apple, where we're showing Apple that their user base is actually interested in this kind of application. But it didn't help. Cydia is a great path. It's legal. It's something that allows us to reach our users on iPhone. And we decided to do this. It took us a little more development because we had to invest in some real background running on the app, so it really runs all the time in the background and monitors every incoming or outgoing call on your phone. The folks in Cydia and ModMyEye were really great and very constructive and helpful, and the pick rate of this application, I think, shows us that we made the right decision.
Yeah, I think so too. The jailbreak community has really embraced this. The amount of coverage that you've gotten in the media's really embraced this. So I think it's a great tool for us to be able to get educated about cell phone radiation. Now, what do you hope for a long-term goal? What do you hope comes out of all this? Where do you see Tawkon in 5-10 years down the road?
So I want to start with two things. First, something that it's important for me to emphasize, because we talked upon this before, but we developed this technology for almost 20 months. There's a lot of infrastructure beneath this app, and it's important to understand that we have developed this together with a radio frequency lab, where the phone has been calibrated in RF chambers, and every model that we go to market is tested and calibrated on standard SAR machines. SAR stands for specific absorption rate. It's the same machine that each phone needs to be qualified by FCC in the US before it goes to market. So it's pretty accurate measure, and some people are a little skeptic if this can be done. So yes, folks, this can be done. It's a patent technology, a patent pending technology. So this is one side. About the plans of Tawkon for the future, so we think there's a real need, and we want to scale with this and hopefully have real good penetration on iPhone and other devices as well. There are additional applications that we want to develop down the road, but Tawkon now is really focusing on perfecting the application, dealing with the radiation that the phone emits. We're collecting anonymously information on our servers And this is also information that can be valuable later on to optimize the network coverage of operators. So that will be something that in the next phase I think we'll introduce as well. Some of this information we're sharing with our community, with crowdsourcing, so we're collecting information from users, sharing it back with them, and then you can have this overlay on Google Maps where you can see each per operator in the world where there are red zones, green zones, and yellow zones.
Awesome. So you can tell just from the way you're talking about this that you're really passionate about mobile phone radiation monitoring. This isn't just something you're in to try to make a quick buck, but this is something that you've invested a lot of time in. Your company is obviously concerned about, the general public. So is there anything that you want to, get across to users in general, whether they're App Store users or jailbreakers or whoever?
So I would say maybe two or three things. First, we're getting great feedback. We're also getting some critics and cynicism. And I would ask, users, try the app before you judge it. I think you'll be surprised positively about what it does and the effect. And we're not trying to alarm or create fear, but actually empower users. And I would believe that most users would like to have this knowledge. We're very keen on feedback, and the jailbreak community is a very active community, and it's important for us to get from these early adapters feedback. So please contact us on our Facebook, on our website. We answer every email, and it's important for us to come up with a next release, which will provide more features. I can let you know that following some feedback that we're getting, next week we're releasing the next edition on jailbreak, and it's going to have much more social features. So you'll be able to share on Twitter, on Facebook, on email, this information with your peers, and this is something that we got from our users as a feedback. So that's important for us, and we'd appreciate that. And we hope that at the end of the day, the ecosystems, the Apples of the world will see that, we're not jeopardizing their business. We're actually, I think, supporting this and allowing people to use the phones responsibly. Adults is one thing, but if you look at children and adolescents, I think the need for this app is even greater. And we hope that at the end of the day, they will be convinced that this is valuable for them and for their users and let us in through the main door.